Okay. All right. Long on indices yesterday, flush so fierce. Okay, by Eric. Some market long, some market short by Keng Hua, and Susan say long on indices, long short all have. Okay. All right. Morning to you, Eric. Okay. All right. So let's just start this morning MAO right now, and I'll share with you more in details. Yeah. Today MAO will be okay, pretty short, not very long. Compared to yesterday's, it's short, much shorter. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Okay, trader A first, long now short. Wow, Louis, top trader, yeah? Can long, can short, yeah? Okay, today is the 8th of March 2022, Tuesday. All right, now today is also a Super Tuesday. So at 1 p.m. Singapore time sharp, please be around. We will do the revision for an hour. All right, today's revision will be good because I'm going to cover again how to use the terrain, how to use the MLP to trade in the market. So if you are TWB Premier student, you should be happy because it's a good revision. For those who are basic student, you can actually use this opportunity to see what you can learn from us. And of course, then you will know that why could be a good reason to join us, okay, for the premier class that's coming in by early April, okay? All right, now you can see that today I have a few people on my screen. We have definitely Jerome Powell. All right, Jerome Powell obviously will be the man to watch the next about 1 week's time. All right, not too sure what will he say, but market is speculating that 25 basis points confirmed. But the thing is this: whether will he still stick as his hawkishness, or will he turn dovish? That is the thing that the market is looking at because of the crude oil prices going up and regional stock market coming down. Now this guy, sorry, just still in my mind what his name is. This is a very veteran investor trader. He says that right, must be very careful because if not, things will get invert more what they call scary. Put it this way, yeah. All right. Wait, let me find his name out. Suddenly just cannot remember. Wait, his name is Kashin. Yes, right. Okay, this is the guy. Yeah. Okay, we'll come to this later. Okay. Then of course, Xi Jinping is again back in the story because now market is focusing on whether would that be a potential China-Taiwan thingy. Now, what do you think, guys? Do you think there will be a China-Taiwan thingy in your opinion? All right. Now, we don't want to go into much of politics, but just there's a consensus here. Do you think there's a possibility for a China-Taiwan thingy that what you saw now, Russia-Ukraine thingy? Do you think have or no? Right. Yes or no? That's all. I want to see whether what's the view overall. Okay, Eric say the Russia-Ukraine will set precedent. Okay, precedent on this. Judy say, hey, Judy, long time no see. How good? All right, good to see you, Judy. Long time no see, yeah. Liu says that China economy is so bad already. Okay, Desmond say no. Louis say yes. Alison, hopefully not, yeah. Very humanitarian, yeah. Okay, before we go into that, it's all right. Before we go into MAO, I want to tell you now, crude oil will be a good buy. Crude oil will be a good buy. So if you are looking at crude oil right now, and if there's a setup to buy, look at crude oil. Okay, I'm telling you right now. Yeah. Okay. If you ask me, it's all right. I think it will. I think it will. Okay. I think it will. All right, but not so fast. I think it'll be maybe 2023 late or 2024. I don't think it'll be this period of time. All right. The world cannot do so incredible stuff at the same time. I think the market can't take it. Okay. And Taiwan is more influenced as compared to Ukraine. Yeah, do understand this. A lot of people are citing Taiwan right now. So when if really China do hit Taiwan, right? Oh, this is going to be bigger than what you're seeing right now. Yeah, definitely for sure. All right, so let's just skip all this thing just only for just little chit chat. All right, then of course Cathy Wood now. Oh my goodness. All right, Cathy Wood now still staying very bullish with her view. Now she says that the market should still be good in about 5 years' time. So if you put that 5 years time frame, I think anything will also be good. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the Dow Jones lost nearly 800 points last night. Now the thing is this: it was pretty scary because initially it was up by about 300 points to 400 points, right? Then after that it came down all the way. Later on, I explained to you during the revision how can you capture this particular run. All right, which some of us have done that. Now, disclaimer apply as usual, okay? All right. Now, like I say, we did say this, so we're going to go for a food donation drive, and we're going to drive it towards the boys' home. So more details will be out, I think, tomorrow. And if you are keen to send some food stuff over, like, or Milo or coffee and stuff like that, right? We come on a list, and then we will invite you, and you come in and chip in. Yeah, we only want food stuff, okay? Don't give us money. We just want food stuff from you, okay? All right, more details coming out later. Yeah. All right, now the joke of the day. Now, this is the very interesting joke. Whether you're a bull or you're a bear, you will still be actually supporting Ukraine strong. Okay. Now, the thing is this. If Ukraine recover from this, it will be very bullish for the market. If UK doesn't recover from this, it will be very good for the bear market. So it's basically right, the bull and bear itself, both will benefit. Now, who don't benefit? That is whereby you make the mistake. When it's supposed to be bullish, you go short. If it's supposed to be bearish, you go long. That is where you get hit. All right. Now, we do know that this is at the moment now, this is what I showed you yesterday. I told you about the Dow Jones. I told you that there's this figure that you really have to watch. Remember, I make all of you write down the number. Do you remember that? The number that I mentioned, right? 33,382. Remember, yesterday I made all of you write during the MAO. All right, so this figure is a very important figure that I want you to take note, right? And after that, what do you see? You can see that, right? Yesterday, the market really broke below it. And by breaking below it, it sent it down, it went down lower. So from 33,382, it went down lower to close near the day low at 32,817. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? That means the market dropped by another 500 points after it loses 33,382. That's the reason why, I've been telling you guys this 33,382 is a very, very important technical point that you cannot lose. So would the market be coming down to this point, 32,280? Yes, my owner's opinion is a very high chance we may see this happening. Maybe not in the morning, maybe later part of the day, right? Maybe in the evening or like late night. But to reach this point, 32,280, to me, it should be not a problem. Yeah, so this is something that I am sharing with you right now. Okay, all right, so kindly take note of this, very important. Yeah. Okay, so today I don't have time to really do this thing here. Sorry, so I'm going to skip on this. Now, do note my coming preview is coming Saturday. Now, this coming Saturday is right. Half an hour is catered. I repeat, half an hour is catered to market outlook. Yeah, half an hour, because I will be basically sharing with you loads and loads of why I see that there is further downside in the market for March to April. And of course, I'll give a lot of external charts you don't find in mainstream media to do this. All right, so this will be a very good one for people who want to know what to prepare for the coming March and April. And of course, the bottoming out, what should we do then? And of course, this is a preview, so which means that we're going to conduct sharing about our preview, and we are going to talk about our basic class, okay? TWB basic class, workshop, sorry. And of course, if you are you're coming online, right, you will be entitled to some discount if you sign up during the preview. Yeah, only during the preview when you sign up, then you will get that discount. Okay, so you must attend. Now, if you attend it later, it means you only watch the replay, then you're not entitled to the discount. Yeah, so if your friends want to join us, tell them to make time for this coming Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon. Okay, all right. Now, the thing is this, why I talk about the crude oil? Because Congress seeks to explore Russian oil ban, and this is actually going to be a very big problem here. Do note, very important is this, okay? It is very possible that this Congress will get it through, okay? Because first of all, Congress, they have more Democrats versus Republican, all right? So, and obviously it's not right to stand on Russia's side, doesn't make sense for a lot of people. So likely the Republican will also cross over. So that the very good chance of this happening is very high. Now, if they actually really ban the Russian oil, right, then I can tell you this very high chance the market will, the oil will shoot up very fast. All right, I don't know how high will it go, but it's definitely going to shoot up. So that's why this one, take note. Now, when would this be confirmed? Well, likely it's between today and tomorrow. Okay, is it today or tomorrow? This will happen. Now you understand why itself the crude oil price suddenly gear up. Let me show you down the crude oil price. Can you see now the crude oil price is suddenly it just reversed pretty strongly, yeah. And people who actually remember how I teach you to use the RSI with our TWB indicator, you will know that why am I looking at this crude oil right now. All right, so crude oil, there is a high chance that this could actually trade much higher. So traders, be very, very careful. This may go up all the way back to 122 level if things really goes according to what I see. All right, so once again, that's why I see MAO very powerful, very important. I do all the reading for you. You just have to listen and trade according to rules, yeah? Okay. We can see that there's some form of selling in the market already on the equity market, yeah? While the crude oil is bouncing up pretty fast, okay? The crude oil price is bouncing up pretty fast. Okay, all right, done. Yeah, sorry, there's something. Okay. There we go. Done. All right, now do note, right? You must understand who supply Europe the oil. Look at it. Among of the 10 top oil supplier are non-European companies, none. All right, and of course you can see that, right? Russia take the most of it itself. So you think the moment if the oil ban comes in, oh my goodness, there will be a lot of problem that will happen in the market, and this will shake the market pretty badly. Look at it. Even Shell, Chevron, Exxon is not even near that. BP not even near that. Look at the one, that big one. And Russia actually take up almost the first top 2 places. It is very possible. It is very possible. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but crude oil now is $118, right? Now the historical high back then was 147. Okay. Now there is a good chance that we may see 150. I repeat, there is a chance for us to see $150. Now don't ask me when. I'm just telling you that there's a chance. So $150 is all right. Is what does it mean? That means that, right, we're talking about really everything prices going at a very high rate. All right, and this is going to really spook the market further. Okay, so take note of that. This band really, I think, will go through. Yeah, very high chance it will go through. So please be very careful. Okay. All right, my coming Saturday is the preview, 10:30 to 12 o'clock. So do come. My basic class itself will be on the 26th of March, 2 weeks later. And my TWB Premier class number 15 intake will be on the 2nd and 3rd of April. Yep. Okay. Now, today, there's still no data, no news. Tomorrow, then the crude oil inventories, and then we will know how it goes. But most likely, the data should be a little bit more positive side, yeah, in my opinion. Okay, by the way, as I'm speaking right now, crude oil have just hit 119, yeah? 119 right now, right? That means that now crude oil now at 119. All right, earlier was just 117. All right, so I've given you my view. You do what you need to do, and hopefully you make lots of money from the market. Yep. Now the Dow Jones, once it opened straight away, there was no chance given all the way down. Flat for lunch, sell down again. So again, this means that the market is now, I know that again, I keep on stressing this. I know some people are calling for buy, some people calling for bottom of the market, blah, blah, blah. Now, I just say again, I have my own views. I stick to mine. So if you are on the other side, you just have to go back to the person and ask him or ask her, why is he calling for buy and stuff like that. You ask me, no point, right? It is pointless to ask me because my view is very clear that I am looking to sell. All right, so that is my view. So I keep to mine. Wait, sorry, just a minute. Sorry, just give me a moment, yeah. Let me just settle some stuff here at the moment. Just give me 1 more minute. Okay, right. Sorry, thank you for waiting. All right. Trend is down, sell higher probably. You're talking about the Dow Jones? Yeah. Okay, so the Dow Jones came all the way down and closed near the low, and this is actually a very bad signal into the market. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at reason. So sorry again, once again, a PowerPoint issue. On here. Okay, the Dow Jones dropped nearly 800 points. Market turmoil continues from Russia-Ukraine war, inflation fears. Well, like I said, if you actually look carefully, yesterday there isn't much actually happening in the Russian-Ukraine thingy, but the market just sell already because market get panicked. Market panicked and inflation is going up. Obviously, it's all right. Look at the food stuff everywhere is going up. All right, and people getting very upset with this already. All right, so you can see right now that the consequently, stagflation is rapidly becoming the central focus in portfolio strategies. You know why? Now, slower growth is a problem, and if it's going to come with a persistent inflation, this is going to drive people into fear and actions. Why? That means that, right, your growth is not able to compensate, but your inflation is going at a very high level. So it's just telling you, it's all right, you from your job, you actually have a take-home pay of $4,000 US, example. Then the cost of milk, let's say per gallon itself, let's say $4, example. But then now your earnings is now dropped to $2,000, and your cost of your milk now is $6. Can you see that? So this will become a stagflation, and this is going to be very, very dangerous because if your pay goes down and costs increase, you will go into a tightening belt, and then once you stop doing that, if everybody tighten their belt, then obviously the supply chain will be hit again. So this time now got supply, no demand. Now it's one demand, no supply. So it's a very sad thing itself, but this is going to happen. Yeah. So undeniable, you have to be very, very careful moving forward into this. This one must be very careful. Yeah. Oh gosh. My phone is again non-stop coming in. Yeah. All right. So the thing is this, out of the CNBC rapid update, average of 14 forecasts of US economy see the GDP rising by 3.2%, a modest 0.3 mark down from February. So you can see now, right, they are actually all the analysts are marking downwards. The analysts are all marking downwards, okay? Very important now, mark downwards, yeah? And of course, now the thing is this strategies from Citi to UBS. Citi was bullish, remember? Citi was bullish. Now they turn bearish. Or they're very confused. They are very confused. All right. Now for Citi, what did they do? You can take a look right now on the screen. For 1 minute. My phone is now rapidly coming with lots of information. Okay. So Yardeni Research and Evercore ISR have lowered their US equity outlook amid the geopolitical tension. Long-time bull Yardeni, right, the guy, turned one of the biggest bear on the Wall Street. Oh my goodness. The long-time bull, no? He's a long-time bull, no? Now he turned bear. Oh my goodness. Now, of course, you may say, oh, this guy turned bear means you should turn bull, right? No. One thing is when the market, if a bullish guy turns bear, okay, and the market still go down, that is actually a bear already. So you must be very careful on this, yeah? There's a very different here itself. If the market, the bull turn bear and the market recover, yes, you can turn and say, oh, maybe this is going to be the other way around. But if the market goes the other way around, meaning the market instead of going up, it goes down, that means it's going to be bear plus bear, then it will be very bad. It will become very big selling. So this is the reason why I want you to be very, very careful moving forward, yeah, for today. All right, very careful. Now, of course, by technique, if it's a reason to buy, you can still buy, but I'm just telling you, it's all right, just be careful. Now, especially if, let's say, the band comes in, this will definitely spook the market, yeah? This will definitely spook the market. So you have to be very careful on this here all. Okay, all clear? All right, all clear. Now, there's bull trap, there's bear trap, you know? You must understand, bull trap, trap bull. Bear trap, trap bear. You must be very careful, yeah? Yeah. All right, don't get confused, no. Bear trap doesn't trapping the bears, yeah? Yeah. So this one must be very clear. Now, for me, it's all right. I'm going to stick with this. It's all right. I don't know whether the market will really go to the bull or bear side. I'm already telling you that I'm a seller at every recovery. I already tell you that every time the market goes up, right, I look to sell because that is what I think makes sense. Because the terrain is negative, and this what do you call? And the current situation now, we haven't really come to the conclusion with the Russia-Ukraine thingy. All right, all right. Okay, we just have to follow through, yeah? Fred, don't listen to the big bang. They just want to listen to screw you big time. Oh, okay. All right, yeah? So, again, as I say, everybody have their own way of reading the market. Nothing wrong, nothing right. Maybe you're right, maybe I'm wrong. So, maybe it doesn't matter. End of the day, we just follow the chart, yeah? The chart will not lie to us because down means down, up means up. Okay? Okay, all right, yeah? So, sorry, guys. I'm pretty distracted right now because my messages is non-stop right now. Oh gosh, you should know that when my messages go non-stop means something, you know, you really take note of that, yeah. Just give it a moment, I just can't stop here. Crazy stuff. Now, I have to really do this because this is my job too, so I just hope you understand that, yeah. I have my own thing to do. Just give me a moment, I'm almost done. Gosh. I'm so sorry to eat your time, yeah? Just give me a moment more, I'm almost done. Okay, finally done. Whew. Crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Now, crude oil is trading at 119 right now as I'm speaking, yeah? So just kindly take note of that. Okay, done. Okay, so the thing is this, what is happening, right? The bond yield rises, right? The bond yield rises, indicating that now the bond market now is no longer as sexy. It's, oh my God, this is worse, right? So the 10-year yield actually, right, up only a little bit yesterday, despite the Dow Jones went down so much. So it's again showing you the little bit of market doesn't know what to do, or just basically are parking and getting ready for the bigger one itself. Now, one thing is just now to get Dini, he's saying that S&P 500, right, may drop by 16% to 4,000. Now, this is very important, yeah. The S&P 500 cash market, yeah. Oh, now let me just bring the chart to you now. Right, hold on. Oh no, well, crude oil is now 119.34 already. Oh my God. Okay, all right, just take a look here itself, everybody. This is the SPX, the S&P spot. Now, there is this psychological level that is very critical, and that is the 4,000 level. Let me just put it in for you. Okay. 4000. Okay, this 4,000 level is somewhere near here, as you can see on the screen. Now, 4,000 is a psychological level. Now, this 4,000, if you look carefully on the chart, right, the market was mounting slowly towards it. Yeah. Then on this particular day, the market mounted over the 4,000 mark and closed above 4,000. So straight away, there was a little gap. You can see there's a little gap. and then after that the market just go all the way to 4,008. Okay, you understand? Yeah. Okay. So now the thing is this: looking from here itself, right? We are just only 200 points away. 200 points away from the 4,000 mark. Now, judging from the way the closing of this, it doesn't look too good, okay? It doesn't look too good. Now, let me explain this with another view from another angle, yeah? Take a look, yeah, everybody? Now, you can take a look, right? When the market actually closes near to the low end, after it rises up quite a fair bit, it's never a good sign, yeah? You can see that, same thing again. This one, it ended now, and after that, the market continued to sell. And this one again, same thing, up, closing near the low, continue to sell. Okay, so my point is pretty simple, guys. Right, there is a possibility for the S&P 500 to really go down towards this 4,000 mark. Not now, maybe a while later. Yeah, it is very possible. So if this actually really happened, then of course, this will create a bit of mayhem in the market because 4,000 is a psychological level, yeah? So it's something to take note of that. Okay? All right, so that is what I need to share with you over here. And this is the S&P, this is the Dow Jones as of yesterday. Let's take a look right now. So yesterday, you can see the market opens right here at the opening price between the two pivots, but the MA200, MA30 is definitely against it. And of course, the MLP was also against it. So once the market touches a pivot, couldn't go up, definitely CCYR will be a sell. And of course, if we rejected at pivot 1, it should go down to pivot 2, the nearest number. So indeed, the market really came down to pivot 2. So from pivot 1 to pivot 2, you notice that that is about almost 650 points drop, right? From the highest point to the lowest point is about 650 points. And this actually explains why the selling yesterday. And of course, the KSI was red, all right? So that added on the selling in the market. Okay, so with that, that is the day chart. Let's see the intraday chart. You can see it even better. Intraday chart itself, the market sell down first, stop at KTR, try to go above OP, couldn't, you sell. Couldn't even go nearer to it, you sell. Now, interestingly, when it hit KTR -3, it seems that they know that that is the bottom. And of course, if you look carefully, this guy is a BNB and it's a CCRY and it triggered KTR -3. And then after that, straight away, the price went all the way up itself to cover the gap. Yeah, the gap was covered. You look at it, the gap was covered nicely. But once the gap was covered, you notice that there is a star on top here. Star, that means that, right, it's a BNB and happened to be the high of the day. You just draw two lines at the high and the low of that particular bar. And once the market breaks below it, right, it will be a sell. And truth be told, the market just stepped down all the way to the closing, yeah? So, of course, when this thing happened, it's right now, people are now asking and panicking how high, how will the market continue to go higher? Now, sorry, but I just tell you this, if the market do such a movement here, and then you can see that this take around about 2/3 of the time, and the market come down, taking only 1/3 of the time, this means that, right, the market is more towards distribution than accumulation. This is actually a pretty scary thought, all right? So traders, be careful for today, yeah? Gold. Now, gold continued to go in a very eccentric manner. Now, gold opens actually above pivot 2. Now, yesterday was an inverse pivot. So by right itself, right, if the market goes below pivot 2, it should be going down. But instead, right after that, you're in the pivot 2, find some strength and then go back again. So of course, you know, this is something that you think of that. And because it's above the OP and pivot 2, in this case, it become a classic trade. Yeah, inverse classic trade, yeah. So which means that above it, CCRY is still a buy. All right, of course, we do expect a lot of little stuff coming from it. And here we go. So yesterday, you can see for gold, it was very firm. It went up, then it came down. All right, then it found strength with the KSI jump. Then you can see the price immediately reacted by going up. Okay, pretty clear, right? Then at the same point itself, at this highest point, is a BNB and it have a star. That means that, right, this is a BNB at the high. And of course, what you do? Just short here and look at the way the gold collapsed all the way down. This is easily itself, right? Almost $40. Yes, $40 because the entry was 99. Here is about 59. So it's $40. Imagine $40 of the gold. You just have to have one bar the star or the bomb. All right. Then now what is happening? Then after that, the market found some strength again at the pivot level 2, and whereby you can go in to buy if you want to, and add position if you want. All right. So with that, you can see that this is how we have traded our market yesterday. Pretty cool. All right. So that is how you should do it. So please make sure that you follow what I just said and trade according to plan. Yeah. Now, some global news today. Now, I say I have no time to do the sorting of it, so I'm going to give you one whole chunk of them. Let's take a look, yeah? Okay, so first of all, Stephen Roach says that, right, there's only one person in the world that can influence Putin, okay? And that person or the thing will be, all right, will be this, let me see, Xi Jinping, correct? That is the one. All right, because he believes that, right, China really hold the trump card here, and it's up to Xi Jinping to seize the moment. So this is David Roach. He says that, right, China must step in, and this will end everything. Okay, I kind of agree in a way, yeah. Now the Chinese stock itself, right now, US and European stock are cutting their ties with China, Russia, Russia and Chinese tech companies stays silent. That means that, right, the tech stocks itself, right, all these are being affected. But the Chinese tech stocks, right, they keep quiet. They like don't want to really get involved in this. So obviously, itself this speaks volume why China is probably the ally of this Russia right now. Yeah. Now, under to date, right, China still refused to call this movement as invasion. They call it a special military operation. Now, Bill Ayman says that, right, Russia attacks on Ukraine means World War III has likely already started. Well, again, Bill Ayman, you know, this guy loves to do the opposite of trade, so maybe he's shorting the market and again come up with this thing again. Yeah, so this guy has lost a lot of faith from people, but nonetheless he has pretty good stuff. Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, okay. Now Kashin, all right, he is saying that, right, the stock market will not be ending so soon. That means that he suspects that there'll be more swings coming in, and most likely itself, right, it will become you know, traders need to be more quicker or nimble. Yeah. Okay, all this article later on, I'll send it to you. But more important thing is that now Goldman Sachs came in and said that the soaring commodity prices add more confusion of where the Fed's going to go. Now, what confusion is this? They're saying that now because of the interest in the confusion is, if let's say now if we're going to look at the commodities right now, the prices are much higher. So if you don't have inflation to curb it, right, it will just go higher. So that's why you need to curb it. But if you curb it itself, right, you need to have interest rate, then that will create a big problem for the stock market. So the question is this: which one should they go? Save inflation or save the stock market? What do you think? All right, save the stock market or save the commodity? What do you think? Which one is more important to us right now? Can you have the answer? Save commodity or save the stock market? I have your answers, please. All right, there's 71 of you. Not bad. That's good numbers today. Force a recession now. Save your ass. Main Street or Wall Street? Save commodity. Right. Market will recover either how. Okay. Save the commodity. Save the people. Okay. All right. Anything else? All right. What do you think, guys? Commodities by Ray Young and NG, yeah? The answer to me, yes, save the commodities. Meaning drive it down. When you look, very simple, if the food price keep on going higher, then I'm so sorry, guys. You can help it, all right? You have riots, all right? You have people going around killing people just for food. Okay, no money is no longer a concern by then. Yes, so they will. So I know that now mainstream media is saying that, right, they will now maybe do 25 basis points and stop there. I don't think so. In fact, I believe that, to me, I still believe it's going to be a 50 basis point. But of course, because of, I know Jerome Powell, maybe he'll say 25 basis point, but he will basically do another thing, is to reduce the balance sheet very rapidly. That one will definitely drive the market really bad. And I think that that is likely to happen. Right, the high interest rate itself is adding cost to the system, maybe not so good. But to cut the balance sheet, it is much easier, and it's going to be the best thing to do at the moment right now. So it's a better of two evil, basically. All right. So Fred say it's a main culprit for this mess. Well, we all know that, but nothing can be done. Yeah. Okay. So some of the strategies I told you, right, is looking at a lower number. Yeah. some strategies like Denny, he says that the number will go lower, and he says that now initially they were looking at 5,000, but now it's come lower, yeah. And of course now more analysts are looking at $150 for the crude oil. Wow. Okay. So remember when I was looking at when it was $62, I tell you at 121, you're laughing at it. Now today at 120, you're looking at said 150. So the last time we see 147, the historical high was just before Lehman crisis came down. Yeah, just before Lehman crisis came down. So is this going to be a potential repeat? I don't know. Maybe it will. I don't know. But then is this now? We're definitely at a 13-year high. That's for sure. Okay. So of course we do expect flattish return on some of the earnings. Definitely for sure. So with all these things itself, right? It seems to be right. The market should trade lower, but still, because most of them are still looking at 4,005 to 4,008. So again, this is where I say that when the market is going up, you're calling a market is going down by calling up, right? Be very careful. That's why it's different. If crude oil people call up and it's going up, that means the market is following through. So there's a difference here, very important. So of course now people are looking at that yesterday crude oil was crazy. It went up first, right? Up by 8%, then hit high of 124. Then after that, it went all the way down itself. Now I'm not too sure is it profit taking. I'm not too sure because some people release some oil, but I can tell you this: if the market return back to about 122 again, this time round, crude oil to hit 130 is very, very high. Okay, all right. So be very careful on this when you go to 122 level. And last but not least, Cathy Wood still very bullish. She says that right, the next 5 years, the spectacular returns are really there. Okay. All right, so where is Cathy Wood up innovation right now? Let's take a little glimpse on it. I didn't follow already. Too busy, yeah. Up innovation, ETF. Oh gosh, it's back to below $60 again. It's back to below $60 again. So what does it mean? That means that there is a chance right now for up innovation to come down all the way to $33. Now this is $58. We're looking at $33. Okay, this is gonna be very, very detrimental. Yeah. All right. So this counter was 160 at a high. If it goes all the way down to $33, we're talking about how many times lesser? Wow, that's easily about 5 to 6 times lesser. This is something that what the market really don't want to have. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna stick to this number 33. All right. Now maybe you hit 33, then maybe things will change again. Who knows? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm done with the local global news. Now I'm gonna give you some alternate market news. This one does take a look. Yeah. Now the thing is this, as you can see that yesterday the fear and greed index was 17. All right, it was 17, but today is even lower. Today is let me just bring to you now. Okay. You just have to go and key fear greed index CNN. Yeah, must press CNN. Then of course the top one you can see over here. Now you can click on the screen right now. It's now only 13. Oh my goodness, 13 is very near to our 12 and 11 and 12. So why 13? Because you can see now the junk bonds, the yields are moving up, meaning more and more people buying junk bonds. And then the 52 weeks high and low, you can see is really at the negative. So despite you're trying to do some stuff, but the market just couldn't revive. Then of course the volume index also reducing, meaning more and more people are not involved in the market. And the put call ratio is now at very high level. That's whereby they expect the market to sell off. That's why the put and calls are in such a manner. Yeah. The VIX obviously is now at a higher level now. VIX, if you didn't notice this, VIX is at 36 right now. VIX is 36. I told you VIX will go higher, right? And I draw for you. So VIX itself, in my opinion, will see about how many? 38 or even 44. Yeah. So my view is that VIX tells me that it should see 44. Actually, if you ask me. Okay, so I'll write it out for you. I believe that it will go up, pull down a bit, then it will go up again, and then come down, right? So it'll be 44 region. Okay, so that is what I see in the market. Wait, something wrong with my computer. Okay, done. All right, so this one you can see right now that now is at 13, so we're now below the average mark, right? So logically speaking, the only thing that happened once this time is during the 2020 pandemic time. So traders now today is 11, today is 13. Anything lower itself, right? You know, that's going to be good for us, but not to buy instantly, because when the VIX goes down, all right, you can take it as a form like, okay, yeah, you can look to buy soon. But there's a one common thing that you must understand: it must be above OP. All right, that will be the best. If you're gonna pick lower end, right, then it must be KDR -3, but it's still very dangerous to do that, to pick bottom, yeah, at this time right now. Okay. Now, a lot of traders in Wall Street now are betting that the crude oil will soar up, and they buy all the options, and they're expecting it to be like up by 2 times to 3 times. So basically, traders are looking at the strike price about 135 to 150 level. Yeah, so this is something that to take note. Yeah, and of course, you can see that causes big problem to all the European companies and countries and indices. It's not very nice. So if US is to act alone to ban Russian oil, it will still be good enough, because US itself is the #1 producer. If #1 producer actually ban #2, all right, then of course, I mean, no one would dare to go against US, right? Imagine now you're gonna go against US by coming #3, then your oil come from where? So that's something that to take note, yeah? So one thing is that the overnight reverse purchase agreement, you can see now it's really tapering already, and it's happening. That means that, right, now there are some securities that are being tapered off as temporary from the open market, okay? So this shows that, right, the confidence of the traders are no longer there. Something to take note, yeah? Very important. Now, the S&P 500 liquidity is really at the very low round level. Not too sure why. That's the reason why you can see that 15-minute bar, you can see up and go down very fast. Liu, buying junk bonds is risk, right? Yes, it's risk, but it's high risk, high return. Yeah. Okay. All right. So at the moment now, the liquidity is really, really bad. It's as good as we expect to the June time itself when everybody was at home. So not too sure what's happening over here, but this is not going to be good. All right. Now you can take a look right now on the screen. Oh, sorry again, once again. Okay. Yeah. Just a few minutes. Holding gem up again. All right. Okay, here we go. Now look at the amount of balance sheet, the amount of money that Federal Reserve put recently, right? From 4 trillion to 8.9 was 9 trillion. So that means they put in 5 trillion during the pandemic time itself. This is how scary it is. And you can see this entire credit level of the market. Now you can see that, right, the recent balance sheet is also showing a little bit of sign of turning a little bit. So all these things shows that, you know, that things may end soon, but before that, there could be one more round of bigger movement to really crater the market. Yeah, so be very careful on that. Liu, buying up junk bond is risk, right? Definitely it's a risk, but it's high return. The junk bond risk can be as high as 10% sometime itself, yeah, depending on the buyer and the seller. All right, so that will be all the news. Okay, if you are good with that, let's look at the charts right now. Yeah, the charts will be even much more sexier. Yeah. Okay, oh my God, China continued to fall. Okay, it tried to go up earlier, I saw it, did, and after that now it comes back down below the week. All right, so the thing is this, China, I really lost track how low it go already. Let me just take a little like up, and then what we have here. Okay. Okay, so you can see that the next level, it can be all the way here already. This is the one that we drew previously. So which means that if China A50 continue to fall, all right, it really triggered the technical point that we mentioned. So that means it will go to a lower number now. Oh my God, let me take a look, yeah. Yeah, somewhere around here, that will be the better level. So which means that if the China market, China A50 continue to sell, then the next level that it should be selling down could be, okay, could be going all the way down to here. and that's 13,150. All right, so that could be the figure for the China A50, yeah, 13,150. Okay, now let's look at the US market. Now, US market for today, the Dow Jones, take note, the Dow Jones is opening price is actually below the pivot 200, below MA 30, below MLP. All right, everything is all bad. All right, all very bad. All right, so now the thing is this: if the market stays above OP, fine, the Dow Jones will still stay up. But if the Dow Jones loses OP later, then I'm so sorry, but we can see 32,677 first, and another 20%, you can actually aim at 32,378. Okay, two numbers. All right, so China, look out for this. Now there is a KCB all the way 32,677. You can have your own later. All right. Okay. So now the thing is this: you can see on the screen, although the market is up and this is pulling back, but the KSI is still staying green. Yeah? So again, this shows that KSI got nothing to do with price action. Okay, done. All right, let's look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq likely will continue to fall because it already entered the 3G arena. So which means that 13,087 could be the level that the market could be holding down. So if the market later breaks OP, right, the market next support itself is 13,087. Yeah, so traders must know that 13,087. Okay. Okay, next one. S&P 500. Now S&P 500 I left the comfort of BNB long time ago. So same thing again for S&P 500. If it goes down, right, breaks the OP, it should be coming here, and that's 41.54. All right, okay. 41.54. That will be leveled down. Now we have 42.01. We have about 50 points from here. It is possible to see that. Although you see the price is coming down, but the KSI stay green. So traders, you want to take some profit along the way, that is fully encouraged. Yeah? Okay, so we've done the indices for US side. Let's look at the Hong Kong market. Now, Hong Kong market now essentially did a very impressive run just now because of the thing. But then it hit MLP 21,239, couldn't cross over, and now seemingly going to go down. There is a chance for the market to go down, so please make sure that be careful. If the market breaks OP, it can go all the way down to this point here itself. All right, and that point will be 20,384. So how far are we now? We are almost 500 points away. Okay. All right, so that is the Hang Seng. Then we do a Nikkei. Nikkei continues slide, but then it stays above OP for today. Now it's a doji day. It's not doji day, sorry. This is a normal day, but the rains are all against you, right? So for today, the buy side will be kind of limited. Okay, kind of limited. So same thing again, you can go for KTR +1, +2, +3 to sell, or you can actually break OP to sell. Yeah. All right. If you do a plus instead, right? Let me just show it to you because I did a trade as well. All right. Okay. So you can see now on Nikkei, you can see it went all the way up, but once it hit the level, you notice that, right? Okay, it just stopped there, KTR +3, and then pull back. All right, so if you want to do that, you can go to KTR +2 or +3 to do something, but the color must change, yeah? Then you can. All right, this is DAX. Now, DAX yesterday gapped down. I told you it will gap down, it continue to go down a little bit. Now, DAX got a few KCB, right? Very few, but it's still good enough. The number is 12013. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 will be the two levels. So the market, I think it will test these two numbers later on in the afternoon. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 12013. It will likely be testing that. Okay, so I'm done with all the indices. Let's look at the crude oil right now. Crude oil. Now, I told you some to buy crude oil and it crossed MLP already, 119.01. Can I ask how many of you bought crude oil? How many of you bought crude oil? If you bought BOU GHT, right? Okay, if you bought, is key there right now? All right, Alison, you bought crude oil. How about the rest? Desmond also bought some crude oil. Wow. Vincent also bought some crude oil. And Anthony also. Yongming also. Louis also. Eric Rayang also. Okay, wow, more people. Eric, Dennis, Fox Green, don't know who's that. Okay, Terry. Wow, so many of you bought the crude oil, yeah? Okay. All right. This Judy Toming also bought. Now, before you get too excited, let me just share something very important to you. Now, today's opening price for crude oil is actually below pivot 2. Notice that? Yeah. So actually now we are entering what we call the uncertainty zone. It's OP towards the pivot 2. Yeah. This area is called the uncertainty zone. Not because that we don't want you to trade, it's because we notice that usually when the market enters above OP and below P2, right, the market get very stretched or the market not going to move. So that will actually make some impatient traders losses, yeah. But of course, if this is going to be the current momentum now on the crude oil, there is a chance for you to see 123.62. There is a chance, depending what it's all about. Now, today is a doji directional day. Now, today is a doji directional day. So which means that if the market goes up, right, we may see a very powerful buy up all the way to even 129. It's all possible, okay, but not today, I don't think so. But at 123, I think it's good enough really. At 123, okay. All right, so that will be for crude oil. Okay. Okay, as I say for gold, I tell you that already. All right, gold day chart itself not very nice. Okay, gold initially this morning was okay. It went up pretty nicely. Then after that, it fell. All right, the star can be utilized. And when it failed, look at the way it sell. All right, really incredible stuff. Okay, it sold down all the way here to about 1980, one level. But now it is trying to stay above MLP, but you can see that it's trying very hard to stay above it, trying very, very hard. Now, KCX turns green. You can see there was some uptrust, so the bullishness is still available, but we'll see how it stays on there. Now, for gold, if you want to really go up, you have to go back above OP. Then you'll be above OP and above MLP. But if you want to buy cheap at MLP, then you can try to do that, yeah? Okay. All right, so we have gold. Now, how about silver? Let's take a look at silver. Now, silver also had the same speculation, and you can see very clearly that we did have a coming in, all right? But when the market goes up, you hit the KTR +1 and the MLP together, and then after that, now you can see the price come down very nicely. All right. Now, as long gold don't go up, it's going to be very difficult for silver to go up. Yeah. So this one you understand this. All right, I'm done with gold and doing silver. The last two will be the Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's take a look. Now, for Ethereum, there is some support today because you can see right now it stays above OP and above MLP at the same time. Now, since above MLP, then of course marginally above MLP, so therefore you have to be on the buy side. So, but the terrains are all very negative. All right, so if the market break MLP, you can buy up, but it will be very restricted. 2730 will be like, you know, a level that the market will be looking at, but it will not be that easy to attain, yeah. And last but not least is Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, I already given you my verdict. All right, so the thing is this for Bitcoin. Okay, for Bitcoin itself is staying at 38,153, so it's above pivot 1, so it's a buy up. The buyout could be all the way to 40,028. This MA 30. Now, if it happens, that's good. All right, that means the market is going to push up. Now, of course, cryptocurrency, if it goes up itself, right? Usually it's because of what? Right. If cryptocurrency goes up, it's because they're going to avoid certain thing, right? What are they trying to avoid? Anybody can tell me? If they are pumping up cryptocurrency, what they're trying to avoid? It was in the news. Anybody? Seems like no one. Okay. So we know that recently is all right. When the stock market was coming off, crypto went up because people had to use crypto as a form of the money to send up. Okay, being traced. Correct. Yes, indeed. So that's why people bought up the crypto back then when the Ukraine thingy happened. But after that, it's all right. There was some fear that there could be sanctions on these companies or exchanges. That's why the price fell back. All right. So if anyone can really get some, decent record and tell us that which one they put in, and they can actually, which bank, which exchange itself, right? It's going to be targeted, right? Then of course this one can come down rapidly. But on the flip note itself, if things are going to be flourish, that means that, right, if this so-called e-banks are not be traceable, then there is a chance for it to go even higher. All right. So overall today, my view is this for today. I expected the US indices, the market to recover today because of the view selling of yesterday. But judging from what I'm seeing right now, I think it'll be tough because now they are likely to watch how Europe market opens later, and also how the crude oil develop. Now the crude oil now went up high at 119, now it's back to 118.70. So we see how it goes, but nonetheless, it's all right. I still think that crude oil could see 121 in a few days' time. All right, so that is my view. So take care, everybody. This is a short MAO. Tomorrow, I'll see you again. This is just bye-bye.